While shopping, my daughter fell in love with an ordinary floral dress and begged me to buy it. But right after I paid, the smiling saleswoman's face suddenly darkened, and she muttered under her breath, "What a freak." I was furious. When I got home, I complained to my husband. He was initially angry enough to file a complaint, but after seeing the dress, his expression turned incredibly strange. "You really bought this? If you did, we're getting divorced immediately." My mom heard the commotion and came to comfort me, but when she saw the dress on my daughter, she turned pale with shock, pointing at me and cursing, "How did I give birth to a monster like you?" At that moment, I was completely stunned. They were really that horrible? They suddenly turned on you because of a dress? On the other end of the phone, my best friend's voice sounded incredulous. I was both angry and aggrieved, tears streaming down uncontrollably. Yes, and I asked so many people. At first they all said there was nothing wrong with the dress, but once they heard I bought it for my daughter, they all acted weird. I don't know what's happening. I'm going crazy. Is there something wrong with me? Or is there something wrong with this world? Hearing me on the verge of a breakdown, my friend quickly said, "Send me a photo of the dress. Let me see what it looks like." Seeing my hesitation, she sighed, "Come on, we're best friends. I promise, even if there's a problem, I'll tell you gently, okay?" But even with her reassurance, I was still scared. I only sent her the product link. Half a minute later, she called me back, angry. "Is that bastard Kevin conspiring with others to mess with you?" I zoomed in on every detail of this dress. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's just an ordinary floral dress. Hearing her words, I finally relaxed and complained. "Exactly. And I spent over $800 on this dress. It's not cheap." Their expressions made me feel like an evil stepmother. I was still complaining, not noticing that my friend's cursing had suddenly stopped. "You really bought this dress for your daughter?" Hearing that question, I instantly felt like I'd fallen into an ice pit, because the saleswoman, my husband, and my mom all had the same reaction after asking that question. Their attitudes toward me changed completely. I instinctively wanted to deny it, but my friend's voice suddenly turned cold. "I really wish I'd never met you. How can there be a monster like you who would do this to your own daughter?" With that, she hung up on me. When I tried calling back, she'd already blocked me. In an instant, the world spun around me and I collapsed to the floor. Why? Why was this happening? When I numbly returned home from the coffee shop, I ran into my husband and mother packing their things. Seeing me, they looked cold and treated me like I was invisible. I took a deep breath and couldn't help grabbing my husband's and mother's hands, pleading desperately, "Honey, Mom, even if I did something wrong, please just tell me what it is. I really don't understand why everyone's attitude toward me changed because of a dress. Even you, the people closest to me in this world, are treating me this way. I'm begging you, at least give me an answer before you go, okay?" My husband ignored me, coldly shaking off my hand. He tried hard to suppress his anger, but after my repeated pestering, he grabbed my throat and slammed me against the wall, looking like he wanted to strangle me. And my mother, who used to love me most, just watched coldly, not saying a single word in my defense. Only when I was nearly suffocating did my husband suddenly release me, throwing me to the floor like garbage. The way he looked at me, like I was disgusting. "Lily, do you really not understand, or are you just pretending? I think you're rotten to the core. After all, even the most evil people understand that tigers don't eat their cubs. But you don't deserve to be human?" My throat felt like it was about to break. But hearing the person I once loved most accuse me like this, I couldn't help defending myself. "Kevin, that's enough. It's just a floral dress. Fine. I'll never buy my daughter dresses again, okay? I really don't understand. Do you have someone else? Are you deliberately setting me up to make me have a mental breakdown?" I spoke without thinking, desperate and helpless. But my husband just sneered contemptuously. "Lily, even if I wanted to harm you, could I really mobilize the entire world to do it? You're the one with a filthy mind, buying that dress for your daughter, and now you're trying to turn this around on me? You'll leave with nothing." Hearing his confident